Hey everyone, your girl Lala here at Caliente Girls, and we have a special young and talented guest, Ilene Delgado.
Hi.
How are you, honey?
I'm good.
So how old are you? Tell us.
I'm 15 years old.
You're 15 years old and you're a comedian doing big things, hosting big events. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started doing comedy.
Okay, so it kind of all started, I was in acting, I've been doing acting 9 years old. Yeah, I started when I was 9.
Wow.
Yeah, really young. And then I got with my acting coach, Deborah Lemon, when I was about 13.
Okay.
And Felipe Esparza, the comedian, you guys probably don't know him.
No.
You don't know? Oh, yeah,
of
Felipe
course.
Esparza,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so we go to the same acting class, and it was such a weird night because my dad was just listening to him on the way to acting class on his Pandora station. And they see him walking out of the building when I was walking in, and my dad started fangirling like out of nowhere, and I was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "That's Felipe Esparza," and I was like, "Oh my god!" And so I go to acting class, and I get in the car, and my dad has a picture with him and everything, and I guess they started talking. And my dad told him that I wanted to be a comedian, and then he told me about Laugh Factory Kids Comedy Camp and how it's free, and if I'm really interested, that's where I should, Jamie Masada, the owner, helped me give me my start. And so I was like, okay, so I went and I fell in love. I got bit by the comedy bug. It's the only thing I think about now.
Wow. So you started doing comedy when you were 9?
No.
Oh.
13.
Oh, okay.
No, 14. No, yeah, 14.
Oh, so barely 1 year right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
I started acting when I was 9.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay. And then after the whole Felipe Esparza happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been doing it for a year.
Yeah.
And how has that been?
It's been surreal. It's been crazy. One event after another, and it's all happening so quick, and I'm just I'm so excited. And it's surreal. It's just so weird,
So because you already had the acting experience, was it okay to jump into doing comedy, or was it another nerve wreck?
No, I mean it's definitely different. Two different things, because acting, it's the people are different, and then so is the job. But it wasn't that nerve wracking because I was already so used to being in front of a crowd, and I was comfortable with that.
Okay.
But it was a little bit different because with the live audience. But I love the live audience.
Really?
That's where I thrive the most.
Nice, that's awesome. And how do you prepare to be live and to say your jokes? How do you put that together?
I honestly, how do I, the writing process?
Yeah.
Okay, so I basically go off of, real life events. So, if something would happen right now, that's funny, I would take a mental note, and I would go home and add punchlines to it, and then I would test it out on my parents, and, see, if it's appropriate or not, because they have restrictions on me.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't use bad words or anything like
I'm
that?
censored.
Okay.
Because of my mom.
Okay, so tell us about a funny event that happened to you this morning.
I can't think of anything specific that happened this morning.
Let me remind you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! I totally forgot. Okay. Okay, so I misread the DM. Okay, I thought you said 9:30 in the morning. So I was, and I had a horrible morning too. I was not feeling good. I threw up this morning.
Wow.
I had a little, stomach virus. I was not feeling good. And so I was like, no, I gotta go. I want to go to this interview. I have to. And so I was fine. And then on my way down here, I was rereading all the DMs. Yeah, she says 9:30. I'm like, okay, I'm set. I'm good. I waited in the lobby. I texted you. And you were like, oh my god, no, 9:30 at night. I looked at my mom, and we just started laughing. And my mom's like, well, let's go home and get McDonald's. Let's get McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah, so Ilene was here at 9:30 a.m. when no, but you know what? It was half my mistake.
Really?
Because I should have written 9:30 p.m. But because I had already told you that we recorded from 8 to 10 p.m., I assume,
No, it's my fault.
That was totally missed, but
Pendeja.
I'm glad you, no, don't call your mom, no bad words. Spaniard. No, but I'm glad you were a good sport, and then you're back and you're here and we have you. So that's amazing. So are you a little celebrity at your school?
Yes.
Yeah?
And I have that billboard on
Oh my
Hollywood
god,
Boulevard.
yes, I was gonna say. So not just is she actor and then comedian, and she's also on a bunch of billboards for Blue Shield, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
The Blue Shield, like billboards at school are like people are passing them around, like taking pictures of it. Oh my God, Ilene! Like,
awesome.
yeah, they know me as like the Blue Shield girl, and they're like even my comedy sketch album, like they're always quoting like me, like hey slow girl, like on a part of my album, and it's just like it gets weird sometimes because we'll be in class and like people like try to make jokes. I'm like I'm in the middle of an exam, you know, you're gonna get me in trouble. But I like it. I kind of like the attention.
Okay, so it's positive, like positive attention. Nobody's like hating on you.
No,
or, like...
I got in a couple of fights last year. So I mean, like jealousy, stuff like that. But that's all in the past. You know?
That's good.
Yeah, so everything's under control now. But yeah, I think everything's cool now.
Okay, so 15. So you're a 10th grader.
Yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned something about having a learning disability. So what is that?
Okay, so I have something called dyslexia, but in California they don't like call it dyslexia. I don't know what they call it in California, but it's basically where the way I like see everything, no matter what I'm reading, I see it as if it was like a word search, and all the words are put together, and I have to dissect like every single word one by myself. So it's kind of harder to like read things, but I'm pushing through, and it makes me better and stronger every single day.
So does it mean that the teachers have to like accommodate for you?
Yeah, but they're not very, I mean...
So, but you were labeled, or were you labeled as an RSP student?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, because I'm a teacher. I teach 7th and 8th grade math,
Oh,
so
really?
I know all about that because there's so many IEP students that I have, and there are RSP students. You know, they have like special resources that we need to accommodate, give you guys more time, maybe, differentiate the lesson for you and so on. So
yeah, so that's I have an IEP, and they're on my accommodations, but I'm in a special ed classroom. But not all day. So I go in the special ed classrooms twice a day.
Okay.
I'm in there only like for reading sometimes, and then for math.
Okay.
And then I have like a study skill, so I go in there and like get extra help and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Okay. But the teachers are weird. Like the teachers tell us that like because we're in special ed, we have problems counting and stuff, we should work at Dollar Tree.
Oh,
like they're
my
weird.
God, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like, you guys have all these, problems with like reading or math. I think it's best that you guys get a job where it's easy to count.
You should have been like, Miss, I'm probably gonna be making way more money than you before I'm 20, so you should watch what you're saying.
I mean,
and you know what? I'm kind of like ashamed that the school system has gone this route, because these labels, some students really do internalize it, and then they really feel like, oh, I'm special ed, I can't do certain things, you know what I mean? And that's a really bad label in that sense. In the good way, it's good to identify students that really have learning disabilities, because then us as teachers, we need to accommodate for you guys and help you guys, because back then when I was in school, we didn't know about that. We just thought you're dumb, that's why you can't learn. But now we're learning that there's real learning disabilities that we need to notice, be aware of them, and then help the student out. So in a sense, that kind of helps out. So it's kind of like, it's hard to like say because it has its pros as well, Yeah,
and like I'm always defending all the kids, and my teachers are like, oh
you
my
need
God.
to report those teachers. I'm sorry.
No.
Not cool.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that are pretty crazy, but it's just, I tell them, I'm like, well, we have dreams, like there's things we want to do, and they're like, well, how about if you guys are fakers? Like, how about if you guys really don't have a disability, and how about if you guys are trying to play, oh, I'm lazy and I don't want to learn, so let's label it as a disability. I'm like, no, just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. It's an invisible, it's an invisible disability. That doesn't mean it's not there, that we're lazy. Like, it's a real problem, and you need to accommodate to our needs.
Well, you really need to be the voice to all the students that are in there, and you need to make sure you let them know, And you are pursuing your dreams, so that's already being a role model, Yeah. So tell us, what's your next project right now?
Right now I'm working on my second album. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I have my first album out, but I'm like,
right?
Yes. I'm working on my second album, doing shows with my mentor, Jeff Garcia. Shout out to Jeff
Yes,
Garcia.
oh my God. That's why I know you, because I love Jeff, so I follow him everywhere,
Yes.
and I've been watching
Jeff's
him.
amazing.
He's so hilarious. Honestly, I'm not really like a person to say I'm a fan of someone, but I can honestly say I'm a fan of his. Like, I've literally watched every single YouTube video
Me
that
too.
he's done and I've gone to most of his shows. I freaking love him.
I know.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Like, he has such a unique way of doing comedy. Like,
Yes.
I definitely like I've been working with him for about a year now, and every single time I go to his show, it's everything's different. He doesn't use the same jokes.
Yeah.
None of the same
never.
material. It's all on the fly.
Yes.
It's
all on the top of his head. I love him.
On the
That is
fly,
so
and I love
awesome.
that.
Okay, so invite everybody to your social media to make sure they're not following you. They are following you now, and they can be updated with everything that you do.
So follow me on Instagram at Ilene.Delgado. ILENE.DELGADO.
Awesome. Any special shout outs to anybody?
My acting coach, Deborah Lemon, and Laugh Factory, the owner of Laugh Factory, Jamie Masada, my mentor, Jeff Garcia, and all the Laugh Factory comedy kids of 2018.
Awesome. And you better invite all the Caliente girls to your
Yes!
She is so cute. Only 15 years old. Don't sleep on it.
God.
Check her out. Ilene Delgado. Yep.